What's going on, chit chat? Oh, jeez, it's late. See you in 3 minutes. What's 3 minutes? Neurocloud, let's go. Yes, it's almost time to play the breaker. Almost time. I'm kind of excited about this one, but I'm kind of nervous at the same time. So what game is this? This is Project Narrow Cloud. What's up, sheep? It is a roguelike auto chess, I guess is the best way to describe it. Late night stream. Yeah, it's coming out late night, so I can download it now. It's a CBT, so it's a closed beta, so unfortunately not. Now, why is it global? Why is what global? The game? Because it's coming out global. Well, what's the soundtrack playing right now? This is Stream Beats. I have got to manage 2 streams at once. Yeah. So your betrayal, is that what you're telling me? You betray me, sheep? Yeah, it's a closed beta for global. Viper versus Zach. Wait, Viver? Who's Viver? You mean Pfeiffer? Pfeiffer? Oh no, Viver. The funny scam man. Oh, you're saying Twitch versus YouTube though at that point, aren't you? You hurt my soul. Yeah, so we got a couple minutes to hang out. About 10 minutes, I think, is when it goes live. So be a couple of seconds for us, but I'm excited. I'm a little excited to try this out and see what's going. And kind of get your guys' impressions, whether you guys have seen a lot about this game or not. I'm kind of curious, to be honest. I don't know how many of you guys know about this game or kind of know a little bit about it, but it's one of the games I'm excited for. So wishing me a great stream. Yo, appreciate it, Jane. What's the plan for the AK streams? Never again. Tomorrow we're going to be probably streaming at Horn release. So it'll be noon Central Standard Time. And then I got to go through the polls for other people. I might do 20 polls. I'm not really sure. I have 6 tickets. And then I think I have 70 polls altogether without my OP. So I might do another, whatever, 14 on my own polls, and then maybe call it good then. And then we got a couple of polls for other people. Viewer polls, yeah. So hyped for this, but I can't watch because of classes. Well, good for luck for you. Good luck for you is that it'll be a VOD eventually. And saving mats only does 10 polls, 20 polls. Well, I gotta save mats for Spectre and stuff too. Yeah, I got Spectre Alter, and then I have Irene that I kind of wanted to get. We have Gavial and Posey. That'd be nice. And Uncle Neural. There's a lot of units coming. I feel like we're hitting a really good stride of like having a lot of good units coming up, and it's kind of hard. It's definitely kind of hard to get it all ready, and I hope I have enough. I mean, I wouldn't be like terribly mad if I didn't get Spectre, to be 100% honest. But I'm definitely not gonna go as hard as I did on Ling. Spicy chicken got her in 20 bowls. Never again. Spicy chicken's pretty good though. Too much of a good thing. A little bit, yeah. Yo, what's going on, Mei? Mei. Too much of a good thing. That is kind of what it is. I mean, I don't really mind it though. So, let's see. I'll try loading into the game just to see what happens, but I'm really kind of nervous that this is gonna go like into a waiting game, which is why I usually don't do closed betas right at this initial release. It's all account review on Viper's channel. Wish me luck. Wait, your account's getting reviewed or other people's are? Oh, you've seen the cursed stuff my account has? Okay, so it's you. Love the welfare units. Free yellow certs on rerun. Isn't Heidi the chapter 10's rerun or free unit? Well, okay, so actually a question for that. Do I have to complete chapter 10 during the event for the free Heidi, or do I get her anyway? Does that make sense? Like, will I get her anyway? Because I'm only on chapter 8. So I hope I don't get screwed out of that. She's permanent. Okay, cool. I thought so, because like, I mean, Arknights usually isn't isn't like that, but you know, I always wondered. Now the next question is my emulator gonna play NeuroCloud? I can finally get sad. I actually kind of need to start reading some of the records. Anytime, cool. Okay, cool. I kind of figured because Arknights is dope like that, but you always want to, I guess, check in. Yeah, we'll also need to... Damn, dude. NeuroCloud, I need you to run, bro. What's up, Extended Magazine? Damn. I have any luck on my LD player. This is not going to be good. If I can't get this shit to work, I'm going to have to play on my phone like some sort of noob. I don't even know where the cord is. Who's gonna play mobile games on their phone like some sort of asshole, bro? Need BlueStacks? BlueStacks, in my experience, has always been very bad. Every time that I use BlueStacks for anything, it always freezes and always shits the bed. So, damn, dude. Okay, I have to try LD Player 9 and see if that works. I just opened it today to make sure that it was going to update all the shit. At least I got a little bit of time. BlueStacks sucks. Instead, use the code for LD Player. Yeah, if you want to use my code, you can. If anybody who wants to re-download Arknights, I get money for it if you do it on LD Player. If you already have it. Considering maybe if your internet doesn't suck. Or you haven't heard of LD Player before, you can use my link below. Little promo there, I suppose. Not really sure what to run it on. Will do for update. I appreciate it. Tomato. Wait, do you re-download the game? NeuroCloud, I need you to work, man. Also, if you're filtering in here and you want to smack the like button real quick, it helps out for the initial kind of push on the algorithm, so I'd really appreciate it. I don't know how many people are streaming. I imagine... Damn, I'm really gonna have to use my phone like some sort of mobile gamer, chat. Damn it. I already pre-registered for it. LOL. I mean, I do that a lot though. I'll go through like the Google Play stuff and it'll show me like upcoming games and I'll pre-register for stuff. And then I'll literally go and look at like Twitter or something and I'll find it. And I'm like, oh, this looks like a dope ass game. And then I go, oh, I already pre-ordered it. Or like pre-registered. Nice. I do that a lot. Maybe it's a setting in here. The thing about having this stuff is sometimes this stuff gets real finicky when it comes to have it on 8. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Blazing Heavens. I didn't get accepted to the CBT. No. Oh, I don't think I can change this stuff. I'm dying. I don't know why. I got like something stuck in my throat. There used to be a way to do this. I have to reinstall it. Maybe there's an update for it. Are you doing a waiting stream for chapter? Oh, there's an update. Are you doing a waiting stream for chapter 10? What do you mean a waiting stream? Like tomorrow? I'll probably stream when it releases at noon for me. What's up, Soga? Oh, of course. I literally just played this game. Yeah, like not played it, but opened it yesterday. Don't give me this shit. How are you, home lad? I'm good. I'm good. Are you ready for the horn polls tomorrow? That is the question. It's okay because global release is still better than CBT. I mean for Project Neural Cloud? Not now. Not now. Not now. Okay, get started. Sure. Whatever you want. For me, chapter 10 releases at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, it's noon for me. It always is. It's always noon. Which, funny enough, that's always like the worst time to stream for me because like nobody's around. Nobody's around at that time. Because it's just such an awkward time of the day. So I always do it anyway, though. 233 polls. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Soga. If you're ready for the old luck. I think you said 100 polls or Intel Horn. All right, play. I want you to play. Yes. Damn it. I had to reinstall it on a different server or on a different one. 64-bit was not working. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. I'll rub my lucky hands together and I'll get you 20 polls, 20 or 30 polls. How about that? The Spectre as well. Okay, I'll try real hard. Okay, I'll do this. And we'll get her 20 bulls, 20, 30 bulls. Patriot using the Zach's using the Patriot Godspear for luck. Can't believe we got to do that. We're gonna have to do a freaking cosplay at 10K. I should have put it like behind a paywall or some shit. No, because then I'm gonna have to do it eventually. I mean, I'll eventually get to 10K at some point. And then I'm gonna have to do a cosplay. And the worst part about Patriot's cosplay is it's not buyable. Like all the other people like Silver Ash, Courier, a doctor, you know, all those people, like you can buy from somebody like an outfit somebody's already made, but nobody's made Patriots, or at least they're not selling it. So I gotta make it myself and not have it shoddy. I gotta make it like not shitty. So it's gonna be kind of rough. All right, hold on, chat. We're downloading the game again. I had to re-download it on a different version of LD Player. Oh, come on, YouTube. I just YouTube membership isn't supported on my country. What? That's kind of weird. Why do they do stuff like that? They also don't let you do it. Oh, yeah, they let you do it on mobile. You can't gift on mobile. That's what it was. The first AK streamer who cosplays Patriot got viral. I don't know if I'll go viral. Could follow the ancient tradition of cosplaying as Andrea. Wait, is that a tradition? I didn't know that. I just did Patriot because I have the voice changer and we did the voice for him. And so everybody's like, well, now you got to do a cosplay. And I was like, okay, you know what? We'll put it under 10K subs. I figured that'd be kind of a far stretch. And honestly, bro, each day we're getting like close. I'm at like 7.6K subs. And I'm like, damn, we actually, you know, we might hit at the beginning of next year, like into January. That's definitely a thing I might have to do. You know, funny enough, though, if we get 10Ks sub in January, that'd almost be like the perfect time to do it. You know what I mean? Because it was always like in the story, it was always in like the tundra and shit. That actually would be kind of cool. Nah, if I get 10K in January, I'm pushing that shit just because the cool, just so I can do cool shit in the snow. No idea why. Oh. All right. Now I actually kind of want to do it. Now I want to do it in the winter so I can have it in the snow. How dope would that be? I can actually take pictures and maybe put it online or some shit. I'm not much of a cosplayer though. Like in real life, I don't really like follow it or like do it obviously, but it'd be pretty fun. I think it would fit too. Be like the perfect time to do it. I'd probably get it prepared like at like 9.5K subs or something like that is probably what I do. Oh, hence the meme. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Her jacket's dope, to be fair. It is pretty dope, yeah. Are we talking about the sniper octopus? You call her Andrea? Is that how you say her name? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Why is it such a simple name and I'm such a dumbass? Dude, I can't. Yeah, well, I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Andrena.
Andrena? That's not how you say it, is it?
Andrena.
Andrena? How was the Neural Cloud client? I had to re-download it on a different LD player, which is why it's taking a while. Wait, no, she's not. Is she? She's a Abyssal Hunter? To leave enemies at 81 HP. She's really fun. I played her like very early on and then kind of quit playing her. She is? Wait, I didn't know that. Damn it. This is why I want to look into some of the files and shit. I bet it says there too. Always has been? I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought they all had to wear like the pirate outfit. What's the file size? To be 100% honest, man, I don't know. I'm just letting it go. It's like loading resources at this point. I was just letting it go. I'm just now to the login screen. I gotta put in my stuff. Oh, actually I don't. Did it just say this counted? What do you mean it doesn't have test permissions? I literally just logged in. I don't think it's my other account.
You can feel confident.
I don't understand because it's saying this account doesn't have test permissions. But I literally have the email. What device is this? Doesn't have it installed, you shitlord. Let me install it. Same account, yeah. Try logging in a mobile. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know why my mobile would be any different though. The thing is, if it works on mobile, I have to go get my cord. But stiff? Is that what you said? Or sniff? What does sniff mean? It might just be a thing with the emulator, maybe. Because my account doesn't have test permissions, though. Well, I don't know. Well, see, I don't know if this is the right version of it, though. Is there like in the Discord, is there some sort of like there we go. Yo, thank you for the sub. Oh, I see. So I have to make a Sunburn account? Or Sunborn account? What the hell? How do I make one? A mobile game? Yeah, this is a mobile game. Well, somebody was saying that they had to go in and make a different type of account, but why would I have to do that? Well, they sent like 3 emails. I don't know. Maybe this is a different. See, this shit takes so long to download, though. That's the nuts part about it. To go through all the updates. Did I play Girls Front Line? No, I didn't. I'm trying to get it to work. I had to re-download it because I had a different version of the game. And I think it was out of date, is what people were saying. So I'm trying to update the game. I never played Girls Front Line, the initial one, but this one's a prequel to that one, from what I understand story-wise. So you don't have to know like what's going on in Girls Front Line to know what's going on in this game. Because from what I understand story-wise, anyway, this is a prequel to that. So you're able to kind of go in there and, you know, play the story and shit without being super spoiled. Because I tried to get into Girls Front Line and I don't know, man. It's obviously a little dated. It's a little bit older of a game, so maybe that's what the turnoff is, but I'm not sure. Maybe I can do it on my phone and then log in with that account, maybe? I don't know. So I don't have to sit here and wait for this shit to download. I used a Sunburn account. Yeah, I saw that, but like my email is the one that I was getting in with earlier. But maybe I can just make a new one. Yeah, maybe it'll let me connect them. Sign up. Let's see. I'll just use this one. Somebody was saying that I had to make a Sunborn account. Weird. Oh god. Although this would be kind of a weird thing. Like I should just be able to log into my Google because literally okay. Okay, maybe that worked. Okay, that worked. Well, I don't know, but it worked. I don't know, chat, but it worked. So whatever. Whatever had to happen for that to have happened. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the sound on. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip the story. I don't know how many of you care about all that, but we're gonna go. I have no idea why I had to make that type of account. I never had to before, but hey, I'll let it go. You're looking at the Osis battle. Chapter 12. Battle start. So yeah, this is kind of what you're looking at when it comes to the auto chest side of it. I think I can increase the graphics a little bit. Because I think they're on the lower side because it's on the emulator at first. Just hang in there for a bit longer. Okay. Activate the ultimate skills. So this is like one of my favorite things is the ultimate skills look very, very cool. Like look at this stuff. Is it a single player game? Like, do you mean that it doesn't have any PvP if that's what you mean? Like, look at her ult. Watch this. You can kind of direct it. Yo, look at these ults, dude. They're so cool. I think it's a prequel. A lot of people are saying that it was a prequel to Girls Frontline. So the story happens before the Girls Frontline story does. Because I heard a lot of people being like kind of concerned that they never played the other ones and like, oh, I don't want it to be spoiled for me. And then a lot of people are saying that it was a prequel. I don't think there's any. I did not play much of the CN version, but I distinctly remember not having a PvP system. So it's going to be on the lines of kind of like, I guess if you want to compare it to Arknights in the similar fashion that it's just like single player and you're just kind of playing for your own shit, basically. But look at these animations, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This stuff looks so good. Yeah, I think it would take probably more than it's worth to make PvP in this game, to be 100% honest. Here, I'll show you this cool guy, though. I can kill this girl. This guy is like one of my favorite characters, and he comes very early on in the game, if they follow the same structure anyway, for CN. Look at how much he's able to do. So basically his idea is that if he can kill somebody, he'll move on to the next target, and he's like an executioner. So whenever you use his ultimate, if he's able to kill somebody with that ultimate, he'll move on to the next enemy, and if he's able to kill that person, he'll move on again. And it's kind of nuts. Like, I don't know if you could see it, but he was zipping around the battlefield. He's pretty cool. So this is all going to be tutorial. See, this is kind of the unfortunate part. I wish I didn't have to stream the tutorial shit, but yeah, is that Girls Frontline 2? So this is going to be pretty much telling me about deployment order and why it's important and stuff like that. So we want to make sure to put our tanks in the front, of course. It makes sense. So you are going to have a little bit of an idea of like order and stuff like that. You want to make sure that your units are in the proper order based on their archetype. Kind of don't know what the fuck is going on. So it's auto chess basically. If you ever seen like team fight tactics or like an auto chess kind of game, that's kind of what's going on. I'll try to explain it. It's kind of hard because I can't really grab what I want and kind of show you because the tutorials, it's making me do other different things. So there are different blocks on the actual stage here. This is one of them. and basically it gives you a little bit of a buff depending on who you put on it. So this one, for example, they can release their auto skill immediately on the target of battle. So we're going to want to put our healer on this one. Then we're going to kind of move everybody back, and then our front line. So unfortunately, I can't kind of explain it too much because I can't really do anything besides what the game's telling me to do because it's tutorial. But I'll make sure to explain it here in a minute when I'm actually able to kind of freely play. Is a 3D Arknights? No. So this isn't like this isn't a tower defense game. It's Doll's front line in Japan because of Sprite of Yostar. They took Girls front line before GP launch. Path to Nowhere is going to be more akin to Arknights probably. So this is going to teach us some of the different things you can use. So obviously we're getting pelted in the back line there. So this is going to show us that we can use some different skills. This is going to be another layer to the game. So it's not just like complete auto chess. You do have a couple things that you can do while you're playing the actual game here. So we're going to look at tactical skills. And this one's going to be teleportation. So basically what this one's going to allow us to do is move our front line to the back line of theirs. So our unit here is getting pelted. We're going to use this. I'm going to click her, and I'm going to be able to teleport her to the back line there. And we're going to be able to take out those archers in kind of a timely manner. And then she'll run back over here and fight whoever's proximity wise closest. So that's kind of like the big thing here is just repositioning and positioning your characters in the initial first place, and then using different things to your advantage. So this is also going to teach us another thing of, like, we can sit here and fight this guy if we wanted to, or I could be like, you know what, I'm not going to take the damage from this guy. I'll go ahead and attack him, and then they'll eventually kind of meet up in the middle. There is 2x speed. Obviously it's not gonna let me do that because we're in tutorial phase. But yeah, usually I play on 2x speed, but you got to be kind of careful on 2x speed, just like with any other gacha game, because stuff gets crazy pretty quickly. And then some stuff, like, you don't want your units to run into things, and like they do that. And they're just kind of like, okay, time to go. But this first part is a little hand-holdy because it's going to teach you all the different archetypes and all the different stuff. So this is also going to be talking about function cards here. Function cards are what you get when you play the actual roguelike mode. You can kind of choose different buffs is basically what they are. So you can see if I click on it, it's going to give me a buff here. For my snipers, they perform, or they inflict frozen. So basically any sniper that I have has frozen, and then it kind of gives you like a stack and how much it does and what it looks like for all that type of stuff. So she has frozen now. Any sniper that I would have, so if I had another sniper, they would also have frozen, and then we can just kind of sit here and it kind of just like slows them down and stuff. So just DPS brute force wins the game. Not necessarily. You definitely have to make sure that you're checking stuff. Like, you have to have the right type of healers and whatnot. Let me do that so my mouse is different. So you got to make sure that you're tanking stuff. Like, you can't just go out DPS stuff. Like, stuff will do a lot of damage, and then you got to kind of like pay attention. Like, you need to make sure that your tanks are tanking the right stuff, and you got to make sure your archers aren't just getting their ass kicked. Like, it takes a second. At the beginning, of course, it's just going to be DPS after DPS check, because it's like, it's the beginning. The tutorial is going to be very basic. You're not going to have a lot to think about. Like, right here, I could technically warp her if I wanted to. I mean, there's actually stages here that you have to warp around. Like, you have to use to, like, basically get away from the boss. There's times where you actually have to go through and like try to warp away from her, or she'll kill you. So we have a choice here. Typically it'll tell you what it's going to do to your team power here. A lot of people get into kind of the habit of just picking whatever has the highest percentage here. For this one, it's really not going to be too much of a difference because they're both frozen oriented. So I think we're just going to go ahead and take this is closest enemies and have a 15% chance to deal a hash rate. Okay, I actually do this one. I would encourage you to try to read these ones because it's really easy just to take the highest percentage, and I'll kind of explain that when we get off on our own here. But basically, it's like you can look at it and you can kind of get an idea of like, okay, this generally helps my team by 20%. It kind of just seems like it'd be smarter to do the 20%. But sometimes it depends on who you're buffing, right? And then we're going to go ahead and use the alt right here. As you see, if I can click and hold it, there are different alts that I can kind of use in different areas. This one's kind of an AoE here. So if you hold it, you hold your ability, you're able to kind of like drag it around and you can kind of see the area there. The beta is, yeah. Again, we're just gonna skip the story just because maybe we'll read it when the game comes out. Nice game for AK and EN players who can't read. Yeah, I'll kind of get into that a little bit later. I don't know if we'll be able to get exactly into it in this stream. But eventually you do have opponents and stuff like that that do stuff that they're kind of annoying in some sense, and in kind of a good way. So here I have a little bit of a leeway here. I can kind of choose where I want to go. For example, you know, these guys are going to come up. I'm going to go ahead and put my defender here. And I'm going to put her kind of on this side, I think would be kind of a good idea. Oh, I can't put her there because of the blue. Okay. I'll actually put her on this side, and I'm going to put my healer all the way in the back. And then they're able to kind of hang out and do some damage here. I still don't have 2 times, so we're going to have to watch it. But basically, it's also going to give you a stat bonus thing. I don't know if you can see it because I'm kind of in the way. But basically, right under my head, it shows you who's doing the most damage, and you can actually change it depending on that. This tactical skill is going to give me a restack on my active skill. So if I click somebody like her, for example, she's going to get her active skill back. If I clicked on my healer, she'd get her active skill back as well. So you can do damage stats here. And you can see who's doing the most damage. If you're kind of wondering if you have 2 DPS, if you kind of need more DPS or something like that, you can definitely see who's doing the most damage. Got access. I don't care if it's real or not. I molded over Emperor's Blood and I knew what he did. And I still got pissed off at him. So this one's going to be kind of the same, but I think I'm going to kind of push her this way because I kind of want her to run quicker. So for example, this one, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move her back here. Just deal with the sniper. He's probably not going to do too much, but I like to get in a habit of doing that. Because it also frees up one more space for my healer. She only has to worry about healing the tank, and I don't have to worry about healing my brawler dude because she's able to kind of go in the back line and she's not going to get hit. So basically, if you've ever played roguelike games, you have choices. This is a little bit of a simpler version, obviously, because we're just going on a linear line, but they have branching paths and stuff to think about. So if we click this, it's going to give us a little bit of like a ultimatum here. So, hey, we can go ahead and click one of the modules above, or we randomly get one. So basically, this is going to be either we get max 20 or max HP negative 20%, or we get 2 random functions. The functions are these at the top, so they're going to give us a buff. Or I can sell it for the cash coins. These cash coins are going to be usable in these shops. I think I'm going to go ahead and risk it. And we got lucky. So we got pretty lucky. So I was able to get 2 different buffs, and I can see what they do here. And then here you go. You can see that warriors attacks are 20%. And then again, this is going to be a warrior buff as well. You can kind of get an idea as you go through it, which ones are going to be which and what, because they have the symbols for who they're going to kind of inflict. And then we got a boss here. The entire game is mostly a roguelike. There are certain stages where it's story driven and it's not too roguelike. And then there's certain missions where they focus on one particular stage with units that are predetermined, basically. And then there's ones that are like full on roguelike. It's a little bit of a mix. Sometimes they kind of give you like story elements and you play with a certain team. And then sometimes they give you just like, hey, go through the roguelike. And then each one has like a couple layers to it. So one stage can have like 2 layers to it. You get quite a bit of stuff. Integrated strategies. Well, yeah, because they're both roguelikes. So yeah, they're gonna have similarities because roguelikes are just kind of like that. That's kind of like what a roguelike does. So for example, I'm just gonna go back here. I'm gonna attack this, and I actually think I'm gonna buff up my healer. I think I'm just gonna give her ability back just to get a little bit of extra heal. Typically, I play this early stuff on 2 times speed, but we're just chilling. We'll eventually get another tactical thing here, and that's going to allow us to kind of like lift people up in the air. We can lift our own people in the air, and we can lift the enemies in the air. Kind of gives you like a buffer, basically. So this is kind of what I was talking about. So you can see here that this is going to upgrade my healer, but it's going to give me a 5.6% team power, and this one's going to give me a 3.2%, but it's going to be for warriors. You can kind of see what it does based on the top. Like, you know, if you want to know what bleed is, like what the hell is bleed, you can go ahead and click it and it'll tell you kind of like what the debuff is for it, give you an idea of that. And it says HP shield. You can click this, it'll tell you what a shield is and kind of give you an idea of how it, you know, kind of goes through shields. It also does that down here. as well. So I think I'm gonna go for, honestly, I think I'm gonna go for the warrior here, because even though that 5.6% would be nice, I really don't think I'm losing a lot of health. I want to do more damage. So then it goes into the next layer. Again, these are going to be pretty rudimentary because we're on the tutorial stages, but it expands pretty quickly. So this is going to be kind of different. I think I'm going to want to do this. And then we have like alts and stuff like that. So just to kind of give you another idea, oops, it clicked and it went ahead. But you can pretty much click where you want it to go and hold it, and then you can actually see what it's going to hit and stuff like that. So here's kind of like a little bit of a rudimentary of how you do some of your tactical skills. So for example, that guy's dead. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to have her just go ahead and pop right here. She could have ran around. She would have ended up having to hit this stuff. And then there you go. What do you mean speedrun? I'm just playing through the tutorial. I'm just trying to explain it for anybody who's wondering, because I know a lot of people are going to see this and they're going to be like, oh, this is super rudimentary. Like, this is just going to be like, especially if you're going to compare it to like IS2 and stuff like that. A lot of people are probably going to think that this is like a rudimentary type of game. But it definitely gets a little bit more complex as you go. So like you have a little bit of a tactical strategy here. Like obviously I'm going to put my healer behind my tank. I think that's a better idea. I'm going to put her on the active skill thing because I want her to kill this right side or left side pretty quickly, because I want her to eventually round back up, because I have other units in the background that are going to probably do a little bit of damage. So honestly, I think I'm just going to go ahead and teleport her now, because she's going to go to the nearest proc. So basically they're kind of on a priority thing. So anything that's in the vicinity, they go and they go to attack that first. And then I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to attack this, and I'm actually going to give my healer her active here again so she can heal. What's the targeting priority for the enemy ranged? So I'm pretty sure that they actually attack the lowest defense on the field, because they always go after, well, it always seems like they go after healers. I think maybe if you hold on to them, they can actually tell you. So it'll say, I don't know if it tells you exactly who they range. It might be kind of like an Arknights thing where you have to kind of observe it. Because this is AoE and it does all kinds of different stuff. You can see the crit rate, you can see the skills. So normal attacks deal physical damage to the target and nearby enemies within one tile, and it has attack boost. I can't really see who it prioritized, but it always seems like it's going for like the weakest link. Because every time that I see it do something, I always think that it's going for like my healer. So for example, this is what I was talking about. So you can actually get her ult to hit all three of these guys if I kind of hold it and position it in the right way. So her ult's actually going to go over here and smack all three of these. Help my, not very much actually, because I think it's more of a, how close something is, the more damage, or the closer it is, the more damage it does. And then again, I'm probably just going to teleport her over here to get it done. So the other side of that though, is your health stays. So just like any roguelike, your health stays. So basically if you're all the way on the low health inside and you make it to the boss, you're probably screwed. So you do want to make sure, like, even though it seems like it's super small, to make those little decisions of like pulling her over there. I just like to get in the habit, because you just want to make sure you have as much health as you possibly can, because eventually you're going to get into a point where, you know, health is going to matter. It's not going to matter too much at the very, very beginning, and honestly probably not for like the first chapter or so, but then it gets kind of hard. And there are modes that are actually really tough. They have like a tower mode, I guess is what you'd want to call it. Basically it's called depth, or I think it's like deep dive or something like that. So basically it's just like an inverted tower, basically. It's like an endless thing that you can go down, and it gets increasingly difficult and you get more and more rewards, basically. We're back to OG grinding. What do you mean by the leveling system? Like, do you mean that your characters get levels as you progress through the stages, or what do you mean by that? Take the guard. So I have cash, or I can do equal to health. I think I'm going to take the cash because I actually have a recovering area in front of me. Now, the interesting thing about the recovery thing is I don't always have to take, I can take, okay, so this is kind of interesting because you can actually do 30% of max HP for all units, or if you have one particular unit that's just got shit on, like your tank or something like that, you can actually do a single heal on one of your targets. And if you have enough cash points, which in this case I would actually have it, I can actually repair the system and do it again. It is a gacha game. Oh no, you can grind the mats and stuff like that to level up your characters. Yeah. So for this example, there is this stuff in the background. This will literally continuously like shit out stuff. So basically what I want to do here is I want to move her here and I want to grab her skill, cancel the skill, grab the skill. And I want to hit this stuff. So if I don't kill these 3 in the back, it'll continuously just poop out enemies and it's just not a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and move my unit back there and try to get these guys out of the way. Let me see, because I'm like 90% sure you can do it on both ways. You can have it to where you feed stuff, and I know for a fact you can feed them materials and they'll gain level, but I don't remember if you can do it from getting the stages and stuff. So we're actually kind of in a pickle here. I have another alt for her. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna use this alt here. Once I get done with this stage, it'll tell me and I'll remember. But I know for 100% fact that you can feed them materials to get them at EXP. And they have stages for that. They have resource stages for the EXP for your units and stuff like that. And they have skip tickets. So that's the boss. And okay, we're good. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't actually. I think maybe you have to feed them manually. I really wish I could get out of the damn tutorial, bro. I have so much shit to show you guys. I'm so excited to show us too. Okay, so this is just who you are, basically your avatar. So I'll just put PTZ. The live 2D right at the beginning. All right, so here's your base feature. So this is pretty similar to kind of what Arknights does. However, I would say you have a lot more kind of leeway in what you do in Arknights. This is more of just like, I would say more like traditional base system where you're just kind of throwing some shit down and you get resources for it basically. So it's not like too intuitive, but it's definitely a good way to get some like free coin and shit basically. The UI is super clean, by the way. I love the UI. Oh, actually he's already here on the CBT. Whoa, that's different. Usually he has his own banner, but maybe they're just doing it differently. Here is actually the gacha element to it. I hope I can dive back into it. I'll kind of explain it. But this unit's already predestined. It's meta complicated. Yeah, it's depending on who you ask for sure. So this one's already predetermined to get the same unit at the beginning. She's actually pretty good, but she's an attacker, sniper, I think. That's what I have is 252. And then you have a basic search. You can get so the base actually gives you basic search tickets, and you get units from that as well. Do we know the gacha odds? I actually think I can look it up right now. So let me see. View details. So a 3-star doll, which is the highest rarity, is a 3.6. Okay, and then you are guaranteed a 3-star doll at 60 pulls. That is guaranteed to get 1 3-star. So that is not guaranteed to get the rate up though. Let me look at a rate up banner. Okay, this is what I thought. So the rate up banner is going to be 180, I think, is how it goes. So you get to 60, you get guaranteed 3-star doll. And then I want to say that you have to exchange a currency here after so many pulls. So basically the hard pity, I guess, would be 180 at this point. But to get an actual 3-star doll is going to be a 3.6 with a 60% pity. And then you can see the rates for the characters and stuff like that. They also have a pretty good, I don't know if it's in here. Yeah, they have this. Okay, so they have this, which is a, you get to choose. Basically, you get to choose who your 3-star is, and you only have to do 980 of the currency. So you can go in here and you get a 3-star selector, basically, out of these units. I don't know if this is going to come to the actual thing, but they did this for CN. So you actually got to choose some of the units, and from my experience, she's actually an insane healer. She's really, really good. V is actually a really good, she can taunt. She has a really cool taunt ability. I don't know if that'll actually show me, but she has really cool taunts abilities, and she does quite a bit of damage as well. So there's actually some pretty good units here. Florence is a really good healer as well. A lot of you probably would go for her just from the look of her. But yeah, they have some pretty good units, and then obviously they have this stuff. that you can do. So like rate ups and stuff like that, advanced searching. So this is going to be your general, your kind of standard gacha here. And like I said, 60 to get a guaranteed 3-star. And then they have basic research. So basic research is like, I mean, it's kind of like the bare bones. You just get some different stuff. So you can't get 2 stars or 3 stars from here. You can only get a 1 star, but this is pretty much free. This is stuff that you gain from the currency and the base. The base will just give you this currency. So you kind of just get a free 1 star every once in a while. Just check wiki tier list. Well, I'm just talking about from CN. When I started CN, this was kind of like the go-to. And then they have special search, but I don't think... Oh, okay. So maybe they have this one too. I don't know if this one's going to come out with the thing, but get at least 1 3-star and 10 searches. So it looks like for the CBT anyway, they have the ability to get 1 3-star and 10 searches. Then you got a selection here, and then you can go back into this. Aki is insane. This guy, he's really good. He was the executioner that I was telling you about. Basically, this guy can kill some stuff. He's nuts. So if he selects a target and has the lowest energy or like a percentage or whatever, and he kills it, he's able to continue attacking. He's really good. But yeah, so as far as like the actual story goes, it is going to be a little akin to the Arknights stuff. It's just going to be 2D models, and you're probably going to have to read most of it. I have heard that the story is rather good. I didn't translate it, to be 100% honest, in CN, so I don't necessarily know. Walmart flame bringer, but he's actually good. Hey, I'm a sucker for the designs, bro. I'll take it. So we can add our team. Another cool thing is I don't know if it'll show me here because I don't have any EXP. So if you have EX or you have XP, basically to level up your units, you can do it from this menu. So you can see that the recommended power is 1100. I have 1347. But if I need a little bit more power and I have the EX, I don't think I have XP yet. But you can actually level them up from here. There'll be a little tab in front of them that you can just like level them up really quick. You don't have to go all the way back to the main menu, which is pretty cool. So I like having that kind of little thing. So like if you kind of get stuck and you have to kind of like redo it, you can just do it from that menu real quick and then kind of go through it. So you can actually go and see all the way down. You can't really see anything but like kind of the path. So you can kind of get an idea where you're going. This one's going to be, again, rudimentary because it's kind of like at the basic level. But it's going to show you some of the different units. So basically, if it's a first time seeing a unit, it will tell you about it. It'll say new, and you can kind of just see what's going on with them. So basically, we've seen some of these units, though. I think it's just saying new because it's like the first time that I saw them without a tutorial. So what I'm going to do here, I think this unit in particular, she actually does a buff, I believe, to the units in front of her. You can actually check out your units while you're here, by the way. I'm pretty damn sure like she has a thing where she like has a buff in front of her or some shit. Oh yeah, you can actually see it when you pick her up. So basically, if you see that this little thing here, that's her buff. So having her behind somebody, this is another thing that these units kind of do. A couple of these units have some cool buffs like that where positioning kind of matters based on that. So if I placed her here, you could actually see that I'd have a buff in front of her and behind her. She actually has 2 buffs 2 different ways. But for this recommendation, I guess I'm just going to go right here. And then I think I might actually just go like this. Yeah. I don't want my sniper to get shafted, so we'll just kind of see. Again, it's a little slow at the beginning. I think that's just kind of akin to like gacha games in general. It gets a little slow at the start because you don't have your 2 times, and it's a little easier because you're learning all the different things. But they have a lot of different game modes that you can explore and a lot of different things that you can actually do. Oh, and another thing is once you get a unit, each day you can actually go in and grind for chips for them or shards for them. So it is a little slow. I will admit that it's a little slow, but you can grind shards for your 3-star characters without having to just like straight up pull dupes all the time. And then you have like tiers to it, basically. I don't know if I'll be able to unlock it in this stream, but you have tiers to it. So it gets increasingly difficult and you get more rewards for it. So basically you get more and more shards as you progress through the tiers and as you're able to do a little bit more damage and stuff like that and fight the harder enemies. Actually might take the heal because I felt like I was kind of getting kind of on the lower end of the side there. So yeah, so basically literally this game is just like IS2 continuously. Like that's like the main gist of this. Is just to continuously have like IS2 features. Like basically if you like IS2 and you like roguelikes and stuff like that, this is kind of like up there for you. Because like the main story and the main gameplay is going to be going through these roguelikes and stuff like that. Taunt. Actually, I'll take the taunt and I might actually heal everybody because I want the heal. I could increase function card limit. All dolls max HP is reduced by 10%. I'm actually just going to restore. I think there's a better idea here. IS2 but free redeployment. Okay, so for every one fallen enemy you recover max HP. Ooh, might take that. God damn, I got a hell of a lot of heals. And then the boss here. So this guy's new. So I think I'm gonna teleport her back here. It's stupid that I'm kicking the nuts. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say so. If you're looking for something that's like on the level of Arknights hard, I don't think that this is going to be that for you. This game gets difficult and there are difficult elements to it, but if you're looking for something that's like Arknights hard, there's not a lot of games I feel like that do that very well, unfortunately. But it does eventually get a little bit harder than just like click point click. Like you kind of have to start thinking about like where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do. This is one of the story missions I was talking about where you just have one specific character and you just kind of have to think about. It's basically like the Arknights tutorial stuff. Like whenever you're going through the story and it's like giving you a little bit of a sneak peek of like new enemies and stuff like that. Yeah, it's literally telling me like that stuff. So like bam, that's the other tactical thing that I was telling you about. It gives you a little bit of a breather. Basically you can put them up in the air and your character, whoever's fighting it, will go to the next, you know, closest unit or whatever and fight that one instead. Also gives you a little bit of a barrier because sometimes there are ults and stuff like that you can actually dodge by doing that. So it helps out a ton. So there's like a lot of ults, like if they're winding up to do it, you can actually just click it like she's about to do. I can actually click my character and use it, and now I'm immune to damage and I'm in the air. So I dodged an ult. You can actually do that if you're like fast enough to do it and you kind of know the characters and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I haven't personally used it that way very often, but there's definitely room to do it if you're kind of like adept to doing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing because I think there's actually two different ways that we can do this. Like we can choose different things that we want on here, and then we can actually choose like what different things it does. So this is what I was talking about though. So for example, if I'm like, okay, I'm pretty damn close to the recommended power level, I want to be a little bit higher than that. So you know what? I'm going to level up my character here. I can just go in here and I can do it from here. I don't have to back all the way out and do it from there. I can actually just do it from this little menu here, which is really nice. I think it's just a nice little add spice to life type of thing, because otherwise you'd have to go all the way back. So this is going to be a taunt tile. Probably going to want to put my defender on that one, I believe. I think that's probably the best. And honestly, I think I'm going to put my healer on this tile. I'm going to move her up because she's going to give the buff to whoever she's in front. They also have functions, which are those cards that I was talking about earlier that give taunt as well. So you can actually get cards and stuff like that that also do taunt on your defenders, basically. So you can get cards that do it, and you can get tiles that do it. And then eventually you'll get a back row. So it won't just be these guys on the field. You'll actually have an entire back row, which let me actually explain that when we get to the next one. Let's see. Let's actually take a little bit buff on the sniper. And then a little buff on the actual, this gives max HP. This gives attack penetration. I think I'll take that. Don't really need heal. So you can restore dolls HP. You can generate a trading center. I don't have any cash, so I'm not going to do that. Or I can upgrade a function card. So not only can you do HP here, you can actually do function cards. So if I go in here and I'm like, okay, you know what? I really like this lethal combo. I want a little bit more attack pen. I can actually upgrade it for free, basically. And then I can go through here and do all this stuff. You can actually discard as well, but I can't do it because I don't have enough cash. But yeah, it's basically a safe house. Yeah. But eventually you get to a point where you have this whole entire back row full of different units, and it matters where they're at, because you'll actually have, like, similar to these guys right here, you'll actually have different back row tiles that will do certain buffs and stuff like that to help your team out. And a lot of times you kind of have to think about where you're going to put units. So there is a little bit of a trade-off feature. Basically, once you get to the kind of the harder levels, especially, you're probably not going to be able to do an entire run with just like the one team squad that you have. You are going to have to use your back line basically, or your bench, whatever you want to call it. You'd have to use your bench a little bit so you can swap out units and stuff like that. And then after each round, you get a little bit of a heal. I don't know if you guys have been noticing that, but we get a little bit of a heal. I think I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade another function card, to be honest. And then gold is the highest function cards for you. So you get a 3-tier basically is what it's called. So this one's kind of different because like the taunt is going to help, but we're still going to get kind of hammered here. So yeah, like I said, not like the, you know, biggest thing, but it's a pretty fun game. So for example, I think I'm just going to get this guy kind of off my units here until I can get a little bit of time here to maybe be able to have my warrior come back. That's kind of what I'm hoping on, or at least have my defender walk up. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport. Looks all right. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something that's like Arknights level hard, probably not exactly up your alley, but it's definitely a game where you can kind of just like, you know, hang out, have some cool animations, do a couple cool things, play a little roguelike if you're in the mood for it. And the models look really good. Like the chibi models, I think look really fantastic. I like the design of the characters. I'm hoping it lets me open up the resource stages, but okay, so doll info. So here's kind of the dupe system here. Of course, we got a couple of dupes for free during the story, so I can pretty much make her a 3-star eventually. And then you can see that giving her expansion gives her some different stuff, like some different skills as she goes through it. Looks like it has potential. Yeah, it's still, yeah, it's definitely still in kind of an earlier stage. But let me see if it'll let me go back. And from what I understand, it's rather free to play. There's a lot of stuff always going on. There's always different events going on, and it always gives you some pretty cool stuff. So it's definitely a little cool game if you're like looking to get some stuff going. I'll claim that. Free temple. I want to see. Okay. What game is this? Project Nero Cloud. And then you can swap out your assistant as well if you'd like. And then if you're looking at like your characters, for example, you do have skins. I think it's up here. Actually, I don't know where the hell it is. I thought you could click on your character. I think maybe it's down here. I don't know. To be honest, I can't remember how to get the skins. Maybe it's not even in here. Oh, maybe it's down here. I don't think so, though. Huh. UI is pretty clean as well, yeah. I remember looking for skins, but I think it maybe isn't something that I've unlocked yet. So you can search one time. Character design, yeah, it's really good. I think I really enjoy the characters as well. So I think I want this to go to gold, I think is like what I'm looking for. There it goes. So this was a guaranteed 3-star. I'm kind of hoping, I'm really hoping to get the guy that I wanted. But I mean, even like the 1-star characters look pretty cool. Then if you get dupes, it skips this animation as well. It's mini Mudrock. Or sorry, I guess if you want to consider that. Whole Ansel. I want Ansel. Yo, look at Yanni. Yanni looks cool too. Are not robots. Oh, this is Earhart. It's kind of cool. Literally looks like a little Mudrock or Saria. But is every character viable though? I'm not 100% sure. I didn't play much of the CN because I knew Global would eventually come. Ah, we got Hubble though. You know, I'll take Hubble though. She's actually really good too. She's a damn good support unit. So like for sniping and stuff like that, she's a pretty good backline. And then I guess we have 20 pull. So I guess I'll go for him. Florence is what made you pre-register. Well, you're in luck. You can choose her as your free 3-star. Well, not free, I suppose. You still have to spend currency, but you can choose her at this 3-star selector. Rise. So I haven't had too much time to experiment with all the units and stuff like that, so I can't be 100% honest on who's viable or not. I would say 100% on the earlier stages, definitely, but I can't be 100% certain. Yo, look at Zion. That's pretty cool as hell. The designs are top notch though. Like honestly, this shit looks so cool. Yo, Max, she's a healer, I think. And Simo? Is his name Simo? Simo's cute too. He literally has a rat on him, a ferret. All right, hopefully we get some pretty lucky here. I think I can skip. Some of them are kind of weird because some of them will do like you can see like they do this like different type of animation, and some of them are simple animations. So I'm not really sure what it takes. Damn, I got real unlucky, huh? Yeah, like these are pretty cool. Oh, she looks cool as hell too. She's a support unit. Okay. I got Jessie. She's a recover and a supporter. Oh, so it looks like they actually have different things on top of it. Like this one. This one looks weird. Why is this one like that? She's an attacker. Look at that. Okay, well, I pulled my life away, actually. Oh, actually I have 500 of this and I can still pull. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, really? Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Wait, is that for only one unit? Oh, I think that was only for one unit. Max is this game's Ansel? Maybe. Whoa, look at her. Oh, she's like, oh, is she like a healer tank maybe? What does that symbol mean? I wonder. Oh, I can't do that. I can only do it once a day. I can do this a day though. Give me another Hubble. Could you imagine if I got another Hubble? Oh, wait, I only got, wow, I got a 1-star. Damn it. All right, that's cool. She has big defense and crowd control. Okay, so we got Hubble. I'm just going to give her a little bit of stuff. So let's see. For every 4 normal attacks, Hubble's damage output is increased by 3.3% up to 5 stacks. After a short delay, she deals Operate damage. I don't know what the hell is Operate damage. And then summons a black hole for her ult. And then you can also level up your skills as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. No, she looks cool as hell. Boosts her max HP by 50% of her hash rate and recovers an equivalent amount of HP. This effect can be triggered up to 10 times. Every 30 points of extra HP gain enhances her operant defense. Summons vines to bind enemies within 1 tile, disarming them for 3 seconds. Interrupts normal attacks and skills and bans target from using this as a crowd control effect. Oh, okay. Is there different types of damages? Well, that's what I was kind of wondering, because it looked like there was, because by the way that it said it. Okay, so I might use her. We have another sniper. So what kind of snipers do I have? I have her. What kind of unit is she? We'll mark the target. When the marked target takes damage, there's a 10% chance to inflict 1 stack of bleed on them for 5 seconds. The chance of inflicting bleed is doubled when target takes damage from Sakura. Deals physical damage equal to 80% attack. Oh, so she has bleed. Damn. Multiple targets are recorded at the same time. Reactivate the skill only once. So she's a bleed type of person. And then we have Rise. So we have like supporters. When an enemy is defeated in battle, the unit that dealt the final blow will be enhanced with 5% of the defeated enemy's attack and hash rate until the end of the battle. Defeating another enemy will reset this effect. Inflict stacks of extensive files on enemies to equal to the descending order of their remaining HP percentage. The enemy with the lowest HP will receive 5 stacks, and each enemy in the order will receive 1 last stack. Okay, so she seems kind of complicated a little bit. It's funny that they have that. They have like a simple version and then a detailed version. So if you're kind of like, what's the gist of this character? You can kind of get the gist. Let's actually check out one of these characters too. I'm curious. When HP falls below 25%, Graphite Force Field. Graphite Force Field reduces damage taken by 30% hash rate, minimum 10 points. Obtains a HP shield equals a 200% hash rate. Well, you can do the simple version if you want. Reduces damage taken from enemy hit. Gains a large HP shield. The strength of the HP shield. So you can choose like if you want to know like way more about it, or if you just kind of want to know, you know, a little bit or whatever. Which is kind of nice. If you don't want to like read that much, you kind of want to get the gist of what a character does, you can kind of do that. But if you're like, oh, this character looks really dope, what the hell does this person do? Yeah, they knew what they're at it too. They're just like, okay, dumbass, here's the dumbass version. Here's a short and quick version of it. Story mission here. Okay. But hey, you know what? That's kind of nice. So this is actually so Hubble's Assist. So this is a card that you can actually get while going through it, and it gives you an alt. Basically, it's an action function or active function. So you can kind of put it places, and it serves as an alt. So this is actually kind of a cool thing. You don't actually have to have Hubble either. I think you can actually get it from going through the stages and stuff. So there's actually active functions as well. That's terrifying. And then I can use her ult on stack of it because her ult's an AoE as well. So I can actually stack the effects. Even the chibi's thick. Just for a tangent, don't forget Horn, roll Zac. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing that. Probably when it goes live. Did you sign up for rolls? Oh, you didn't. Oh, look at you, smarty pants. But this game and Path to Nowhere are the two games that I'm kind of really looking forward to as new games. What's up, Umbreon? How you doing, man? So we're gonna swap out a couple of these units. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this unit. I think I'm gonna put her out. Put her out. I think I'm gonna put her in. Can I long press? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I can long press from here. What'd you guys say? Who does what? Groove? What does Groove do? Groove's auto skill charges increased when an ally. Okay, there's a little bit of a misspelling here. An ally unit successfully dodges an attack, grants Night Fever to ally units, slightly boosting their attack speed after each dodge. The units? No, they're based on kind of like what they're like around. Like Hubble's based on that because she's into Astro stuff and like, what the hell is it called? Like the night sky and shit. I think it has more to do with like what their characters are looks like. Hi, by the gotcha gods. Oh yeah, here. Well, we do have outfits. I don't know how the hell I missed this. Oh, we do. Wait, it's only certain characters? No, what? This was that not in there? Oh, so she has a live 2D. Oh. And she has this one. And then she has this one as a live 2D? Wait a minute. I found it. I was just looking for this, wasn't I? You can even look at the model here. Oh my God. Chat. Oh my God. It's literally like, you don't have to go to A ship or anything, man. You can do it in game. How cute. Tap on doll to view another animation. Oh, it just does another different thing. Oh, okay. Tell me that ain't dope though. That's actually kind of cool as hell. Okay, so wait, does Hubble have one? So she has this one, and then she has this one. Oh, she doesn't have a live 2D, so not everybody has live 2Ds. Kind of interesting that I gave it to... Wait, it's kind of interesting that it's given to these characters. The 2 stars? It's actually cool that you can do this. Like, tell me that ain't dope. Oh, she's feeding it. Oh my gosh, she's feeding it. That's kind of cool. Have so little L2D. I mean, I don't know. To be honest. I feel like this game has a lot. I knew there was a way to look, but I didn't know. Oh, look at this one. Oh, so it says model. Does that mean that it changes the model? Oh, it does. Oh, so some of them do change the model. I see. So the ones that say model actually change the in-game skin. That's pretty cool too. Yeah, when they have one that's good though, yeah. But I love that though. That's actually pretty dope as hell. Like these ones are so cool. Okay, anyway. What was I doing? I was gonna take her out for somebody else. Use her. She has bleed, I think, is what her thing was. Okay, close. And we can give a couple stats to them. So, like Lee's newest skin. Okay, so we have double speed now. This is a taunt place, so maybe I'll put her here. Maybe like this setup. It'll be okay. So now, obviously, you know what 2 times speed does, I'm sure. But yeah, 2 times speed. We have bleed attacks, bleed stacks. Oh my gosh, she's gonna die. My tank died. Vasectomy, snip, snip. She came back to life though. She's fine. Actually, that'd be pretty good. So I'm gonna have my warrior on. I don't know if this tank can tank it. She's a little bit weaker than my other tank, unfortunately. So maybe I need to like teleport and kill. Okay. Maybe need to level her up a little bit before I do that. Or maybe the taunt tile is not good for her. Okay, we got frozen now. And let's go ahead and restore 1 HP to that person. You can also just not use the taunt tiles. You also don't have to use them, by the way. So if you wanted to do that, you don't have to use the taunt tiles if you don't want to. The game doesn't force you to like put somebody there. So if you're like, nah, I'm not going to do that, you don't have to do it. So it's all up to you whether you want to use certain tiles or not. Sometimes taunt's a little bit too much and you have to kind of like be worried about it. Her HP, I think it's because she's underleveled. That's what I think. So I had a little bit of an increase in attack. Like a lot of my units are dying. So this is kind of the part where I'm already kind of in a bad a bad spot. So I think I need to go back and level up some of my units. Actually, I think that was supposed to happen, I guess, because it's prompting me to do it. See, I don't want to do her. Oh, they're gonna make me. Okay. Now, are you gonna let me have Oh, so this is literally a tutorial. They literally tried to screw me for a tutorial. I was wondering, I was like, that seems so hard. All right, we got some dialogue. She's really cute. She reminds me of, God, what's her name? Rotado from Break the Ice event in Arknights. I always say her name wrong. Her name is Rico in here. Okay. Ratatos? Browntail, yes, Browntail. Yes, just tell me the last name. The Browntails. Foxwife, yes. What is this? What, an avatar? An avatar for what? Okay, so. Sure. I don't think it's had me build it yet. So there's this. There's the trading post, I'm pretty sure. And none of that matters. They gave me shit, but none of it matters. How's the game? It's pretty fun. I played quite a bit of it, so I'm kind of just using it to explain stuff to chat that maybe has missed stuff. When do I unlock this? 1-6. Love the transition. Yeah, I think this game does it does a very good job of being very clean. So maybe let's get her to level 5. She still seems pretty low. Like hers is 365 as a tank, and she's only level 1. Oh, she's a 3-star though. Okay, maybe I keep her though. That does make sense. So she's a 3-star. And then maybe I can get. Was it Rise that I had on my team? She was the one. No, it was the person that snipped. Where are you at? Where are you at, snip lady? Wait, no, she is. Oh shit, she's kind of low too. Damn. Roll again. Do I have more rolls? I don't think I have any. Do I? Oh, I have 930. I'm close. I'd have to select. I don't know who I'd show you guys. Okay. So 1300, we should be kind of up here for this. I think I'm going to take her out, to be 100% honest. I didn't realize she was a 3-star. So we get a free 3-star at the beginning. I didn't know that. Or I didn't realize that, I guess is what I should have said. She needed. Well, do I have a better healer? Maybe that's what I'm lacking. So she's a 2-star. I don't think I have anything higher than a 2-star healer. Right? Yeah, okay. So I'll just give her some. Yeah, I should be good. So it gets pretty easy to grind some of the materials because you have skip tickets and shit. So you don't have to worry about like getting super screwed on that stuff. I know it kind of seems like I'm low now, but you eventually get to a point where you can unlock the resource stages and you're able to do it quite well. I don't think it's a breakthrough. Maybe it is. Oh, actually, I think it is a breakthrough. But I don't think they increase the star unless you get a dupe. I can't really remember. I might have to look. But I know there's like a breakthrough mechanic. Is this full auto? It's an auto chess game, basically. It's the best way I can kind of describe it. Also, what's up, Extended? So you do have to choose like your abilities and stuff like that. And there are things at the bottom that you can kind of mess with. These are tactical skill stuff. Like I wanted her to go over here. I could have her do that. And right now it doesn't seem like I'm really doing much because these are like kind of the tutorial beginners type stages. But eventually it gets like more important that you like move around your characters and make sure that you're doing kind of the right thing. From the art style, yeah, the chibis are definitely really well. I think these are kind of like the chibis that I like the most, like preferred style. They're pretty good. I think the chibis in this game are like, I like they're detailed enough and they don't like, yeah, I think they look pretty good. Like It's weird because they're not like, there are obviously many versions of the characters, but not in a weird way that some of the other games kind of go in. I feel like I feel like they have more quality to them, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. More quality, higher quality models. Like if they're gonna go in chibis, I either like the Arknights chibis or I like these chibis. Those are the two chibis that I don't mind. Yeah, the animations are like in between, like going through like this stuff, it's very smooth. It really feels like they put a lot of time in polishing like the animations between different, you know, screens and stuff like that. I feel like you're kind of just like easily kind of going through it. You don't have to think too much about it. So this game is definitely pretty polished. Like even like having this, like even having that little like addition. So here's kind of what I was talking about. This is a little bit more of a complex one. So they do get a little bit more complex. As you can see, there's a couple different routes we can go. And just like IS2 or just like any other roguelike, if you go very quickly into very hard missions, you can get very pissed very quickly because you end up losing very fast. So take that with what you will. So again, this is probably going to be one of those ones where I think I'm going to teleport my brawler back here. I don't think she's called a brawler. I think she's a warrior, and I keep saying brawler for some reason. So this is where the decisions start to kind of matter, because like I said, your health kind of goes through the entire stage. Now you get a buff up as you go, but you can actually see that you get like different drops and stuff like that. And so I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try the intermediate one. We're going to kind of see if we can't do this. Now, I will say that most of these stages are kind of similar in some aspects because they kind of have the same theme. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but as you go through some of these stages, you'll see that some of them are pretty similar in the structure of them. Also, if you click on something, you're like, I don't really want to go that way, you cannot go back. So you're kind of like, the game's a little bit more, I don't want to say, like, you make a choice, man, you make a choice. Like you don't really get to go like, you know what, I want to go back. Like that's kind of where it's a little bit hardcore, because like once you click something, it just kind of goes. It's not going to let you go back to the, like, you know, make a different route choice most of the time. I think there's a couple of times where it may let you go all the way back, but I don't think it really does that very often. I'm gonna tell you what, maybe it's because I played Paper Mario, but Arknights has the chibi on there. It has something in my soul. It hits my soul. Okay, so then there's a trading area. I'm gonna go in here just to show you guys what it looks like. I don't have a lot of cash for this, but you can refresh it. So if you got something you don't really like, you can refresh it. You can purchase things, obviously. Like for example, this is going to be an assist. This is going to be exactly what we were talking about earlier, where you can do this as an active function. It can come in and help you out. It's like basically an alt from another character. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but this one's actually going to be pretty damn good too, and I missed it. But yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about with that, and you can get buffs and stuff like that. So you can also go in here and get these, and then they give you protocols, and these protocols basically give you different things. So basically, as you go through here, you get these little nodes, and as you get these nodes, they give you different buffs as well. Any chance of watch party on Arknights anime? Yeah, we're looking into doing it on Discord, but I either need somebody who has Nitro to do it, because apparently they rolled out some new feature where they're letting people, well, I don't know, maybe not. So there's two things that we wanted to do. I just got confused actually. So for the anime, I'm going to watch it in Discord, but I don't know if they have a limit in Discord to how many people can join. That's kind of my biggest concern, is that maybe not everybody I would like to get in is going to be able to get in, basically, and I'd feel kind of bad. So that's one thing that's kind of iffy about the scenario. But the concert is what I was going to say. The concert, if somebody has Nitro in the Discord and they can restream it, because apparently they added some sort of like where you can restream. If you have Nitro, you can restream a YouTube live broadcast. And you can have like a lot more people in there. So I'm not really sure what that's going to look like. But I do know, I think I want to go this way with this. Anyway, I do know, is this where I want to put it? He's the one that funded it anyway. Yeah, I guess you're right. But the anime we're gonna watch in Discord together. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be like a first come first serve bullshit thing or a members thing. I don't really want to put it behind members, but I don't know how many people can be in a room together. I really don't know. I haven't really ever done anything like that. Oh, this is kind of cool. And their picked up looks like BA. It does look like that a little bit, yeah. I can upturn. Okay. This is gonna drop a specialist. How close am I to a specialist one? So if I get 2 of them, it gives me a performance boost. So this little thing here is gonna tell me the attack power of the stage, and you can see down here in the bottom left, mine's 230 or 2330, and that one's 4947. So I double clicked by accident, and so we went. I think I want to do this. The dragon animation does look kind of funny. Okay, we're able to do it, but unfortunately it cost me a lot of health. So typically you're able to do, I got an active assist as well. Oh, I'll take that. Specialist enhance the ally rate of the hash rate. Okay, I'll take that as well. I'll take that. From what I can find, there doesn't seem to be a limit. Okay. Well, the only reason I said that is because Chaotic said something about restreaming the concert, and then somebody said in the comment on Twitter that apparently they added more people allowed, but I never knew that there was any sort of like limit to how many people could be in a Discord call. So I was like, why can't I just pull up the concert in Discord and stream it, and then everybody just watch it off my stream? I think the only negative side is if I could get somebody that had nitro to boost the stream or the thing, we could stream in 10K or 1080p and 60K or 60 FPS, because I think I can only stream now at 10K, but I don't know if anybody's gonna care about all that. So I'll buy a couple of these and leave. I don't even know how many people are gonna watch the anime thing, because a lot of people want to watch it by themselves, but I thought I would just do it just for fun, because I can't really stream it, obviously. Can't really stream it otherwise, so why not? So what I was thinking about doing is probably doing like a restream of that, and then like the next day, because I don't know when it goes live, but I'll probably watch it like at night or some shit for the anime. Then the next day we could have like a live stream where we we sit and chit chat about like our thoughts and shit like that. Okay, so this is another cool thing. So basically this is like, if you want to, you can go on to the next like edition of this basically, and it's harder. So you can refight another boss, and it just ups the ante basically. Everything's kind of stat bonus, but you get more rewards from it. So this one's gonna be kind of a hit or miss if you want to do this shit, but you do get full health for doing this though, so it does help out a little bit. But I was easily able to do it, but eventually it gets pretty damn hard, and it's like, it's not sometimes it's not worth taking the risk. Sometimes you get your ass kicked. Yeah, like kind of like challenge mode. You can continue, but then that's it, and then you get all your rewards and stuff like that. So yeah, then you can see like MVPs and stuff like that. Looks like I actually unlocked some of this stuff. Cool. So this is going to be the fragment thing that I was explaining to you guys earlier. This is how you get fragments for your characters. So as you can see, this is actually my 3-star character. My first clear bonus is going to give me 2 shards of her, and then any clear that I do has a chance of giving me more shards and different boxes and stuff like that. So I already know how to do this. Thank you. Anyway, if I do this, I can do it once a day, I believe is what the thing is for it. I'm gonna put her up here. Yeah, 3 stars the highest rarity. Yep. At least that you can pull. You can upgrade them to higher tiers of stars, but that's the highest rarity you can pull. So I ended up getting 4 of her shards, and then I got a couple packs, and then you can see, I think that's all I can do for the day. Yeah, so you can, that's all you can do for the day for her. So you can still go down here and you can still do these ones up to 10 attempts. So you can grind out everybody. Basically, this is what you'd probably do each day, is you'd go in here and probably grind up your most like whatever characters, but eventually you get to like different episodes and stuff like that, and you can see that you have different unlocks for it. So basically it's more of like a intimacy thing, and then that's how you unlock it. So basically you got to clear the one before it, and then you got to get to the intimacy, and then you get like higher chances of rewards and shit like that. The game, I want to say 100% sure that I don't have, like, it doesn't have PvP, because I don't ever remember playing it ever. And I don't ever remember being introduced to it. And I played a little bit of the CN. So I'm like fairly damn certain, unless they somehow change stuff from the CN, that it does not have PvP. I can buy this. Hot. Hot. Oh, it wasn't here. It was just hidden. I swear to God, I looked last time. It wasn't there. But yeah, you can give gifts and shit like that for the intimacy level. And then what was I looking for? I was looking for the warehouse. Yes. So these are your stamina. This is a rename card. Then there's another couple of these boxes, I think. Oh, these are gifts. And then there was another. Wasn't there just a box that I had, or no? Yeah, I'm like 90% sure, almost like 99% sure that there's no PvP, because I definitely don't ever remember playing PvP. Okay, so the story stage again. There is no PvP. Okay. I just hate saying something if I don't like 100% know. Okay, so this is gonna be a sniper tile. I think this increases her attack, and it also increases her range. I think it's a good thing too, but I also don't like PvP. I know a lot of people play games because they like PvP, because they like to get, like, you know, something out of it. So what is this game? Project Narrow Cloud, Girls Frontline, or Girls Frontline Project Narrow Cloud, I guess I should say. RNG dependent, yeah. I mean, definitely, because it's like auto chess, I guess. But I mean, like, they have, like, you know, TFT and shit, so maybe, I don't know. Bye, Zach, gotta go. Yo, appreciate hanging out. Seen you in here earlier. You know, I think I'll just give it to Hubble. So I guess this could technically get a little monotonous for people who don't like roguelikes, but I personally don't mind it, because I actually kind of like roguelikes. So it's definitely a game that's up my alley, but I can see if it's not like up everybody's. So for this one, I think we're gonna make sure that she's prioritizing this thing, because like I said earlier, it'll just keep spawning people. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty decent spot though. I mean, the team's pretty strong here. We got a pretty good units. It's like, I think it's a prequel. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people saying story-wise it's a prequel. I haven't read the story because when I played it was on CN and I didn't translate it. Chibis look funny. I actually really like the chibis. I think it's like one of the better quality chibis, I guess. It's parallel? Okay, maybe it's parallel then. Maybe it happens at the same time then. So, I mean, either way, I guess at that case though, that would mean that you're not going to get spoiled though, right? Because I think that's the biggest concern everybody has, is like, oh, well, do I need to know the story? The chibis are growing on me. I didn't really care about them too much at the beginning, but I think they're pretty high quality. The more you see them, the more you kind of realize they're not like shitty, I guess. Arknights, but hexagonal. Sort of, I guess. I'd say Arknights, the units are way more stationary, and this is more of an auto chess, but I can see what you mean. But as you can see, we're going up on enemy levels here, so the stage gets progressively harder as we transition through it. This is something that happens from now on. When we're in the tutorial stage, it wasn't doing that, but it gets pretty hard. And it can get pretty hard pretty quick. So you kind of got to be careful on like what kind of stuff you can get. So the big thing though is you can get kind of RNG screwed a bit if you don't get the right kind of cards. Sometimes stuff escalates pretty quickly, and you can get kind of shafted if your units aren't like super strong. Obviously that's kind of like the same with any game, but so I'm actually going to teleport her over here because I want her to be near my healer. They grow on me eventually. Yeah, I mean, the AK ones I always kind of like just because I like Paper Mario. And that's a weird comparison, but that's what it reminded me of. And I like Paper Mario, so let's see. We got a little bit of frozen, but I don't think we have any others frozen here. We could do it. The anime was more than enough for some people. So intermediate or advanced. I think advanced is harder, but not. Oh no, they're the same amount. One drops a warrior and one drops mech. I don't have warrior, or I have mech, medic. Isn't it heated though? I don't know. I've never seen it. Oh, hated? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It was meh. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard when gacha games make animes, obviously, because like animes exist. So you kind of have to be on the same level as like a lot of these bigger animes. So it's kind of hard to go and fight against these guys that are just animes, which has me a little concerned with Arknights, but I think Arknights is going to be able to do very well because of how good the story is. But that definitely just depends on what they decide to what they decide to do, because I know that Arknights at the beginning is kind of slower, and some people are kind of like, you know, about that. I don't know if I want to do that, but I think she's gonna die. Also, not saying that Arknights has bad stuff, by the way. Just saying, I know that the beginning's a little slower, so how they decide to animate that and how they decide to kind of move through that is going to be kind of critical, I think. Damn, I'm already getting shafted, chat. Jesus, get away from me. They can cut a lot. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they decide to cut a lot, oh my gosh, you just one-shotted him. Damn. Hit the docks VA. Yeah, I've heard that, but see, this would probably be a case where maybe I don't want to go for the next one, but maybe we can see. God dang, that just does so much damn damage. She needs to be over here though. So that's what I was saying though. Like, I was using the Wind World thing to kind of save her butt, and I've been kind of transitioning my different units in different spots to hopefully help them, but unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. Might die to this one because this one's gonna be hard. Unless I get lucky. And I'm able to use the ult again. Yes, destroy Hubble. No, destroy Hubble. Damn, yes. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Like I said, I'm pretty helpful. I know that Hypergriff is pretty dedicated to the fans and stuff like that, so I'm not really worried about it being like super off the cuff and like doing a bunch of weird shit like a lot of games tend to do when they do, or just games and movies in general, like when they do live action stuff or all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they go off the handle and you're like, what the hell is this? But I'm pretty faithful that they'll stick to what we love and then kind of probably cut around some of the other stuff that's a little bit monotonous just to kind of help people get into it. But I really hope it gives an influx of people that are going to jump into the actual game, but we'll see. I think it's 1, 2, 3, and then I think it's hints at the end towards 4. Because I'm pretty sure that we saw some of the characters from chapter 4 at the end. At least at the end of the trailer. So it might just be one of those things where it hints. Okay, so these are going to be your resource stages. They're pretty self-explanatory, but I will show you this. Because personally, I think this is kind of an okay feature. Yeah, I mean, that's also another thing though, right? Yeah, so like for the people who are like, damn, man, I cannot get past the first couple of chapters in Arknights, at least this will give them a glimpse of like, hey, this shit's pretty good. Because I was kind of in the same boat. I was like, I cannot read this, bro. Like, this is so slow. And, you know, obviously now I'm like in love with chapter 8 and chapter 7 and the reunion arc. And I'm like, damn, this shit's going to conclude and it's going to be massive. So, I mean, I'm totally glad that I kind of went through it, but this stream has successfully convinced me to pre-register for this game. I think this is going to be a fun game. Now, do I think it's going to be like your next main game in the whole entire world? Probably not, but it'll definitely be a game that a lot of people check out. So here's what I was talking about though. So skip tickets. All right. It's kind of like in the kin of Arknights though, right? So if you're skip ticketing, you're pretty much doing this. You're running through it. So it's a little bit like Annihilation, I suppose. I don't know if this ever changes, but this is what they do. So it's one of those things where you're going to have to walk away for a little bit. But if you do play Arknights, you'll probably be used to doing this shit for Annihilation. You're going to have to do something else in the tab. Honestly, I don't really mind it because like I usually do this shit when I'm editing videos or something like that. Are you talking about for Arknights? I think they're coming with Spectre. Still need to finish chapter 8 and 9, Zach? Yeah, I do. Try not to rush it because I'm trying to enjoy the story. Oh, with chapter 10 on the cuff, I kind of need to do it. And I need to do Undertides as well. So that's kind of I guess you can call it the unfortunate side of the auto skip tickets, is that you have to watch it. But if you're playing Arknights, you're probably used to doing that, and you're probably already, you know, doing something else when you do shit like that. So I guess to me, it's not like the worst case scenario, whatever. At least they have the ability to go through it. But it's funny because it does that for every resource that you get. So like if you do that for her and it gets that, and then if you do it like for the sniper drops or whatever, it does it for this too. So you can smack them and then the shit falls out of that too, and it's like the, oh wait, it doesn't do it on this one. Oh, okay, I thought it did. Maybe it only does it for the top 3 then. I know it does it for the coins. Hi, how's the game? I've been enjoying it. Maybe it only does it for these top 3. I swear to God, it did it for those ones. But I think maybe it only does it for this one. I know this one has coins. While doing the dishes in the morning? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys are probably used to it. Yeah, here we go. Smacking stuff out of it. You can't unsee them blinking. They blink a lot. If you look at it and you understand like that they do it all the time, it's kind of hard to look away. PL and Slice of Life. You know what? I'm kind of a sucker for Slice of Life animes. I used to not be. Maybe it's because I gotten older or something, but I like a damn good spice of life anime. You know what I mean? Just like a little. I meant slice of life, rather. Sorry, but you know, just like a nice, you know, like nice little nice story or something. You know, what does it hurt? I used to not really like them, maybe because they're always so slow, or maybe sometimes I felt awkward watching them because like sometimes it can get kind of like not weird, but a little too over the top. You're like, all right, chill out. Oh yeah, so you can actually break through. That's what I was going to show you guys. Breakthroughs. So the breakthrough is different than the star thing, but the currency that we're grinding for those sniper shards, that's what gets you to the skill gap. So now you can get your characters up more levels. The actual stars here, I think you need dupes of them, and I think you have to do this one. Yeah, so you have to do the dupes of them. And again, you can actually grind these shards. So I got 4 of them today. I got to get 60 to get her to the next improvement. You can see that her ultimate skill gets level 2 and stuff like that. So start to appreciate it after aging. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have like a family and stuff now, so I can kind of appreciate some of that stuff, but I don't know. I used to not like it. I used to just be like, oh, well, I have to have action. I have to have this and I have to have that. But now I'm like, you know what? These aren't bad. This ain't bad. I do this. I mean, I really hope that the anime is successful in its own right, and I really hope that people really support it and that we can get some different stuff. However, if they're gonna do like spin-offs and stuff, to be 100% honest, I would love if they went through the spin-off of like the side stories and shit, and they did the animations, like the 3D animations. That style I think is phenomenal, and I wish they would use it. Like, I would actually kind of would be cool if they did different animations for different side stories or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like a thing people do, but be kind of cool. Like, they're so cool. Like, there's no shot that they just have those 3D animations and don't do something with it. I would be on top of the world or something. Like, maybe they can do like a, you know, oh, you know what I just thought, this is gonna be a far-fetched dream already. I already know it. What if they did the side stories, like the main ones, like the Arknights memoir and stuff like that? They did them as movies, and they're just one-shot movies, like not episodes, and they did it in the 3D style. Imagine. And that's how they do it. They don't make the spin-offs on the animes. They just make them into like an hour 30, 2-hour movie, and then they 3D animate them, and then they just throw them on the big screen or something. Like, you're already seeing stuff like that. Dragon Ball Z just went through and they're doing like 3D animations and stuff like that. I mean, it would cost a lot of money, and they definitely have to have some like backing, obviously, so it wouldn't be free. But the fact that they're working with Crunchyroll gives me hope that they're actually probably securing some sort of, you know, production money or something, like some sort of like investment. Well, that's what I was about to say. I mean, Crunchyroll paid for that shit, bro. I'm telling you, Crunchyroll would help out. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the Arknights memoir, or like the Undertides, or like kind of the bigger bulk of stuff that actually ties in. Because like, imagine Arknights memoir. Well, that ties directly into the story. That would make sense for it to be like a spin-off movie, because it's actually about W and kind of her thing. So it'd literally just be like a W movie. It'd be like W's movie introduction before the anime got into episode 8, or yeah, episode 8 and 7. Yeah, the anime would be the main story, and then the side stories would be the movies. How's the game, Zach? A lot of fun. We're kind of cruising through it because this is a little bit more on the tutorial, not really tutorial stuff, but a little bit easier stuff. I'm hoping to get to the dive stuff tonight. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be a W movie. We could just search it movie as well. Yeah, maybe. I don't know about that one. Damn, I'm having a fight for my life over here against this chick. Yeah, they would definitely have to go through and see like what's worth movies. I mean, they could maybe even link a couple of the events, like the smaller events together to make it into like a movie or something like that. Okay. So it wants me to do the dark shit now. So this is like the challenge mode, basically. I'm just saying, they got to use that 3D animation for something else too, man. Like, that is such a good ass stuff. Oh, so these were temporarily. You know what? I don't think I want to use that. So they're just gonna walk around anyway. I guess I don't really care. Maybe I can put her on it. But I feel like they just put a lot of money into it, and it's like they already have like the infrastructure for it. You know, they already have kind of the style that they would use. What does this do? Sniper? Oh, so she needs to go in here. She can go in here. I don't know. Maybe I need to call Hypergriff. Maybe they need to let me stream the damn anime now. I'm just kidding, but yeah. So for anybody who's just like kind of walking in here, we're playing Project Narrow Cloud while talking about the anime for Arknights. But yeah, we've been talking about this game for quite a bit. There's a lot of cool things to it. I think it'll be a pretty good side game for you guys if you know you're looking for something a little bit more leisure outside of Arknights, something to kind of challenge your mind a little bit where you have to kind of think, and maybe you're like akin to the IS2 mode in Arknights. How expensive it is, I don't know. I wouldn't even try to imagine. I have no idea. It depends on what they're doing. That's probably why they only do is kind of shorter clips for the most part, and they do like kind of the bigger stuff on the limited characters, because they know that they'll probably get a couple, like a bit of their money back from the limited characters. Which is why I imagine that the limited characters get such higher budgets. I was actually pretty happy to see Stainless 3D animated, to be 100% honest. Having Stainless is that was pretty cool. Data download finished. Download. Did you get into the CBT? Bye-bye. Yo, thanks for hanging out. I haven't watched Berserk, but I'm pretty sure it's CG. But oh, okay, cool. Let me know how you let me know what you think about it when you kind of play through it on your own. It's a little different watching somebody versus playing it. I'm kind of going through things rather quickly at this point, but the worst kind of CG. It was not good. If I remember correctly, Berserk looked kind of rough. But aren't they remaking Berserk? I thought they were remastering it or whatever. Well, maybe wasn't Dragon Ball Super Hero. Oh, maybe that was CG, wasn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was CG as well. The beginning and the tragic story of Berserk is a little wild. If you're not ready for it, it kind of punches pretty hard. And you're like, what the? It's kind of like, it's a little bit like how the Rising of the Shield Hero starts out. Like, in comparison to like the whole entire anime, the beginning of the anime for Rise of the Shield Hero is like, I don't know, it seems so much more aggressive than the rest of the anime is. Oh, I have to take one of these because I have too many. Is that what it's telling me? It's not too dark, but what I'm saying is like at the beginning, it's just like, why? It's just like randomly pretty dark, and then all of a sudden it's fine. Yeah, I was just talking about the beginning. Like the beginning, just like, what the hell? And then it's all of a sudden just like normal. After kind of like the middle of the first season, he's kind of like cleared his name and shit, and he's just like chilling. Yeah, well, season 2, it's like he has his own little island and shit. Like he's literally just off by himself. Read along video for what? Watch him? I ain't got 22 hours. Oh, I gotta keep selling chips because I keep getting too many. Oh, that's rough. Well, I know it's something compared to Berserk. I'm just saying it's like in comparison to the rest of the anime, like Berserk still just like is kind of crazy. Even like towards the end, it's still kind of like, oh, why? Watch it if you don't want to read. I ain't got no 40 hours or 22 hours. Watch one arc per day. I still need to catch up on watching Bleach. I haven't even watched the 2 episodes that have come out yet. I need to do that. For shock value, it definitely worked. So I don't know. Okay, let's upgrade a function. I think I want to do attack pen. Penetration's nice. I feel like there's so much shit to do and so much shit to watch this weekend. Because we literally have the concert to watch in Discord if we can do it. The anime to watch in Discord if we can do it. The JP stream. The CN stream. You watch Bleach? I love Bleach. I know it has filler in it, but I love Bleach and I don't care. I don't care. I love Bleach. I grew up on Bleach. I read the manga when I was like in middle school. I don't care. I don't care at all. I watch all the Naruto. I watch all the Naruto Shippuden? I don't know. A lot of people say it differently. Shippuden? That's the way that I say it. Shippuden. A lot of people say Shippuden, but I don't know. Anyway, I watched all that. I didn't watch Naruto, and then Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, I watched all that. My denial. Yeah, I like it. It has a lot of the cool gimmicks that I'm a sucker for, like the whole like friend stuff. Don't you attack my friend? And then the random like talking to each other, like talking to themselves within, like their soul and shit. Like I don't know. I think it's cool. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty good story. I also kind of grew up on it, so I guess it's kind of different. I guess. I like the power of friendship. What do you want me to do? That's why I like Dragon Ball Z. I was kind of also on Dragon Ball Z though too, So it's kind of hard. House of Dragon. I ain't watched no House of Dragon. Is that the Game of Thrones bullshit? All right, so here's the one that I have to start playing gimmicks. I got my ass kicked when I first did this one. I thought House of Dragon had something to do with GOT. Is it not? You can watch it here. Where can I watch it? Is it really British horn? I swear to God. She's British, all right. Oh god. Oh, okay, so she kind of makes sense though. She's from Victoria. Isn't that supposed to be like England for Arknights? I can't remember if that's what Victoria is. Or is that Colombia? British. At part-timer's egg. What are you adding me for? Below what? Do you even know what you're talking about? Below what? I think he's trying to link something, but I ain't gonna let him. All right, here's where I get my ass absolutely kicked. That's what I was talking about earlier, though. You have to kind of play this whole like, why'd you smash that? Like this whole keep away thing a little bit, or you're gonna get your ass kicked. A Myrtle got released? Oh damn, Neural Cloud. Yeah, that's what we're playing right now. I'm getting my ass proper killed though. Oh my god. That was hard. Okay. I don't know if I can do this one. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It gets a little too hard too quickly. Some of those ones where you have to go above and beyond. Yeah, I was hoping to unlock the damn deep thing. Wait, sheep didn't freaking sheep. Sheep can't do shit, right? I gotta go find it myself. Can I what? Change her? Yeah, you can change her to whoever you want. So I think you go to change assistant and then you can click. You can also change like the skins and stuff if you like. And then you can have 3 different or like 5, or was it 5 different ones? Yeah. So like if you wanted to put her out, you could. Oops. So then all you have to do is like select them from here. And then you can also do, like I said, the skins if you'd want. And then you click a certain skin, you can, you know, move them around like you can in Arknights. Do all that stuff. You can change the background as well. I think you can change the music. You change it to live. But I don't know if maybe this is tied to the background music. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can change. Feels like Arknights. Well, it's an auto chess game, so I don't know about that. But what's up, Sang? Hold on, what is this anyway? The UI is very similar. Yeah, it's pretty clean.
I'll sort out your battlefield reports for you. My officialese isn't too shabby. I'll stand guard during your rest hours. Anything else required? I'd prefer you don't keep me idle. Has Bagpipe kept up her habit of humming around you?
Okay, I kind of like this.
Me? I'm more the type to appreciate music in peace. The only thing a horn can play is the order to charge. I'm joking, of course, Doctor. The name White Wolf goes as far back in history as the Arslan monarchy. Why are you interested, though? Ah, you saw my fangs.
Hold on, chat. I ran out of disk space on my other computer, so it hasn't been recording. Am I saving? I'll probably do a couple of tempos on horn. This whole computer, his hard drive is full of recordings for my live streams and shit. And it's like, it's so many. It's so much shit on here. Wait, who said she was French? Chat. I just deleted 300 gigabytes worth of video. I gotta rewatch this. All right, chat. Shout out to River V Workshop for this little presentation on the video.
I'll sort out your battlefield reports for you. My officialese isn't too shabby. I'll stand guard during your rest hours. Anything else required? I'd prefer you don't keep me idle. Has Bagpipe kept up her habit of humming around you? Me? I'm more the type to appreciate music in peace. The only thing a horn can play is the order to charge. I'm joking,
Okay.
of course, Doctor. The name White Wolf goes as far back in history as the Arslan monarchy.
Ah, damn.
Why are you interested, though?
Why can't they just let her read to me in the story, chat?
You saw my fangs.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I lost control of myself then.
It's all right.
I won't let it happen again. I have beautiful handwriting. Thank you. It just comes with the facade when you're raised a noble, which I've never been keen on. But sometimes these days, I'm grateful for it. Whenever I pick up a pen, everything else leaves my mind. and my focus is only on how I write every letter in the proper way, as that city spat great
Okay, I
black
actually really
crystals
like it.
from
I
its
don't mind
gaping
it.
wounds.
I like her
I
VA.
thought there could be no hope left for it. Is this place familiar with those made infected not by catastrophe, but by human hands? Doctor of Rhodes Island. Rhodes Island operator
Doctors
Misery
of Rhode
managed to
Island.
rescue me
Ooh.
twice, and I'm sincerely grateful for it. I won't ask why I was the one he rescued. Those who live on are to carry forth the wishes of those who didn't make it.
I don't know. I
always
think
feel
it sounds very
stifled by
elegant. I
gloomy
feel like it
indoor
does suit her very
atmospheres.
well. I like it.
Do you want to go out and take a walk, Doctor?
Yes.
It might be overcast, but at least there'll be a breeze. There are times you can hear singing on the wind too, not just the echo of your own words. I can vaguely remember the portraits of my ancestors decorated with medals in the hall. I also recall the épée carved with the Lion King's
Épée?
orders,
What the hell's that
and the
épée?
maples my father planted.
Yeah, this
in
one's
the
really
front
good. This one
courtyard.
would be probably like
But
one of the
that's all that
top
comes
ones for
to
me right now.
I haven't returned home in a long, long while. In her chaotic theatre, Victoria's soldiers have no time to file for leave.
Okay, I might have to get it for this.
Does a commander as outstanding as you ever
Because this is
feel
added
sorrow
tomorrow too, right? The
or
VAs, a bunch of
anger
VAs are actually added tomorrow too.
or hate? I try as hard as I can not to let personal emotions sway me. But I can't forget. I promised them I would never forget. How do you sleep after having witnessed so much cruelty? If I could do the same as you, with a simple shut of my eyes, would I feel any better? Tempest Platoon Leader Horn reporting in, Doctor of Rhodes Island.
Doctors
I've
of Rhode
already borne
Island.
witness to your own tactics and the fighting spirit of Rhodes Island's operators. Under our ensuing cooperation, I and my troops will heed your orders. No amount of training can ever suffice. Thank you. I'll regard this as a commendation of my performance, and not a reflection of my status. Confer your emblems of rank on me. I'm willing. No, I must bear the hopes of more. Of those
Yeah, I'm really liking it.
past,
I'm really digging it.
now, and to come. Victoria's servicemen should take pride in their own discipline. I trust in my platoon mates at any and all times.
Yeah.
I'd like you to put that same trust in me. We have no time to hesitate. There are souls waiting for us behind the firing line. I'll put up my shield. Don't stand in front of me. Allow me to study your command style in this battle, Doctor. At attention. Ready to fall in. Orders received. I will complete my assignment. The Tempest must wipe out all that blocks the way. Come. Best me if you can. I'll impart on you all the cries I've heard. You want to topple me? By what? One victory may not be enough to impact a whole war, but it can at least give more people a chance to see.
Yeah, it sounds pretty damn good.
Target has been suppressed. Any mercy on the enemy is a potential disaster. Let me lead my troops to settle this. Not a worry, Doctor. Until you've gotten everyone away, I will not fall. It doesn't resemble Victoria here, but it reminds me of when I studied at the Royal Guard Academy. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
she
not
sounds
used to
damn
setting
good.
down my weapons. Did I bruise you? I'm just reading an ordinary novel.
Let's hear the JP one.
I've gone an awfully long time without
I don't think
reading
it's in the
something
video.
new. All the written word went up in the fires of war. Arknights. Hello, Doctor. Have you
Arknights.
rested well?
Okay, I actually really like that. I really like her VA here. Not gonna lie, that was actually really good. Do you have more on here? So we're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow, and I'll finish reading the rest. Okay, cool. Because we'll be able to watch it, look at them in game. Wait, are they on? Probably not. Are they gonna be on Ace Cloud? Or Ace Cloud, Ace Ship? It's pretty late here, chat. Sorry, I'm tired. Like the VAs. Oh, they're not yet. Do you think they're not yet? Do you think they show up when they get released on the official server, or do you think it takes a minute? It probably takes like a day, right? Imagine. 6 hours, I think. Why does everybody hate Crunchyroll so much? Is there something that I didn't? Is there something I missed? Like everybody hates Crunchyroll. Ads? Well, if you pay for it, you ain't gotta worry about that. You had it on Crunchyroll, yeah. I think that's also on Amazon Prime. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. If it's on Amazon Prime, that'd be great because Mrs. Part-Timer has Amazon Prime and I don't have Crunchyroll, so. Oh, fuck. Pirated websites, you little hackers. Guys, you can't be little cheaters. Well, if you guys haven't already, smack the like button, sub to the channel. Tomorrow we play Arknights. We're gonna be doing horn shit. Sounds kind of weird. But I'm probably gonna do a couple of summons. I know there's a couple of people in Discord that wanted me to do summons on them. If you want to request summons, you can jump in the Discord and request for summons. And we'll do them live on stream. Probably go live right when that shit drops, though. That'll be 12 p.m. Central Standard Time for me. I don't know when that is for you. 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So as soon as it drops, I don't know if that gives you a better idea. As soon as maintenance is over, I will be there. And then I think I'm probably just going to do like 20 polls, I think. And then I'm going to wait because I got to save. I want Spectre and Irene and Uncle Neural and Gavial and Posey. Got a lot of shit to grind for. I also want Horn. Wait, midnight for me? We better be here. No, I'm just kidding. Give luck for the broke. I am broke. I am one of them. Ignore the fact that I spent $100 on Ling. I didn't. Only 16K? How are you so broke, bro? I have 46K, I think. Oh, and I can do Annihilation, I think, today. To pull for a rock. I do need another caster. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I have Passenger. What, a flex? I don't feel like that's a flex. I don't have a time to play 2 different accounts. I'll tell you that. You spend some money on Skillshare? No, I have chat to teach me that. Why the hell do I need to learn anything? Chat will yell at me and they'll tell me how to play. Don't worry. You don't even need to skip someone. Just pull all of them. I guess it depends on how much you go. Do Annihilation 3. Screw Annihilation 3, bro. All my homies hate Annihilation 3. It smells like shit. $308. I don't know what I have. If I'm at 46,000, what do I have? Like 70 pulls? Damn, I haven't logged into Arknights all day, chat. Shit. And it's almost the next day. Wait, who's in the gold search shop here soon? Bagpipe or is it Surtur? Use your sanity? I just got on. Yeah, I know. I need to do the annihilations to expand it. Next up is Surtur. Question, chat. I know all you guys are going to say we don't give a shit. Do what you want. But how interesting, and I know Surtur's been out for a very long time, but how interesting do you think it would be to make a video that would be like not really a rundown of Surtur because everybody knows how she plays, but basically like how useful I've personally, like how much I've used her personally, like my thoughts and personal opinions on her before she's in the search shop. Like, I know everybody already kind of knows shit about her, but do you think anybody would give a shit? Okay, and in a different perspective also, maybe not just Surtur, but like any other random ass unit that could go in there if I had them. I don't know, because I was kind of curious, because a lot of people are saying that they kind of want to know my opinion on some of the ops, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting to like use an op like Surtur, because I've had her for so long and I've used her for so many times. It's like, I don't know, like giving my opinion on like, oh, this is all the times that I've used her. Here's how I use her, and here's what I do with her. You know, I know a lot of people are going to know, obviously, about her in general. And like, obviously, they know who Surtur is and know that she's super fucking broke, but I thought it'd be fun. Review niche operators. Well, I just wanted to review an operator that was going to be in the gold cert so somebody could decide whether they wanted to pull, like, use their gold certs or not, I guess, basically. Well, I wasn't going to look at her operator skills, to be honest. I was just going to talk about how I use her, not talk about her skills. I give a shit less. People can go watch guides and shit for that. But maybe I could do lore stuff. Maybe I could just do a video where it's like a short video about her lore and then kind of like my own personal like little thoughts at the end. Like, here's what I use her for and she's pretty useful. But bam, and I leave and fly away. I don't know. I just want to make shit about like units, but without having to make it guidey bullshit stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I could just do the lore. Here's why Surtur does Surtur shit and she smacks really hard. She's a demon. Speedrunning videos? Damn, what I'm not speedrunning videos. Ugh. Shit, chat. Marvel's Snap is live now. Alright, well, I gotta do all my annihilations before tomorrow so I can get my currencies. That means I have all this currency waiting for me and I don't. Anyway, chat, I think I'm gonna hop off, finish the rest of my annihilations for the day. What the hell? Annie stream. What do you think I am? Some kind of nerd? Would anybody actually be interested in annihilation streams?
I wonder. Maybe I'll do a poll and ask. I don't know how. I didn't need to do them. I need an excuse to do them because I won't otherwise. I haven't even gotten all the like. I'm at 1600. And I think 1800 is the cap if I'm right. I haven't even done that. So maybe I need to do that shit. If people suffer, it's interesting. Maybe to you. Nah, it's all right. All right, chat. I'm gonna hop off. Have a good rest of your night. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow for horny or horns. Okay. Adios. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.